2,500 years ago, a Chinese general wrote 13 chapters that would forever change how power works. Sun Tzu's Art of War wasn't just about battlefield tactics. It was a blueprint for psychological domination without ever throwing a punch. Listen to his most dangerous insight. To subdue the enemy without fighting is the supreme excellence. Think about what this means. While others scream, argue, and fight for scraps, the truly powerful remain silent. They understand that direct confrontation is the weapon of the weak. When you argue, you've already lost control of the situation. When you fight, you reveal exactly what triggers you. But when you remain calm while others lose their minds, you hold all the cards. The master strategist wins before the battle even begins. Today, I'm going to show you exactly how they do it. If you're finding value in this, hit subscribe so you don't miss what's coming next. Sun Tzu's first rule cuts straight to the core of strategic dominance. Know yourself and know your enemy, and you need not fear the result of 100 battles. But this isn't about memorizing their favorite coffee order. This is about psychological archaeology, digging deep into their core motivations and hidden fears. What drives them? What keeps them awake at 3 a.m.? Where does their confidence crack under pressure? But here's where most people fail catastrophically. They become obsessed with their opponent while remaining blind to their own weaknesses. Brutal self-assessment isn't optional. It's survival. What triggers your emotional responses? Where do you lose composure? This intelligence creates information asymmetry, the ultimate strategic advantage. You know their next 3 moves while they're still planning their first. They react predictably to situations you've already prepared for. This is how you win before the battle even begins. Rule 2. Win through superior positioning. Sun Tzu knew that battles are won before they're fought. The high ground isn't just physical. It's social, professional, psychological. While your opponent scrambles in the valley, you command the summit. Position yourself as indispensable in every relationship that matters. Become the bridge they cannot cross without, the key they cannot turn without. Meanwhile, make them replaceable, expendable, forgettable. Control the narrative, control the resources, control the access. But positioning is worthless without perfect timing. Strike when they are weakest, when their defenses are down, when they're distracted by crisis. You move with surgical precision. They never see it coming because they're looking in the wrong direction. Superior positioning means the battle is over before they realize it began. Building on superior positioning, we arrive at Sun Tzu's most surgical rule. Attack their strategy, not their person. Personal attacks make enemies. Strategic attacks make victories. When someone targets you, resist the urge to strike back at them directly. Instead, study their plans, identify their goals, map their resources, then systematically dismantle every foundation they've built their success upon. Cut off their key alliances. Make their supporters question their loyalty. Redirect their resources. Create obstacles in their path to success. Manipulate the environment around their goals until achievement becomes impossible. They'll exhaust themselves fighting battles that no longer matter, while you remain untouchable, having never entered their battlefield. This is warfare without conflict, destruction without confrontation. Your enemy falls not by your sword, but by their own strategic blindness. Sun Tzu's 4th rule cuts deeper than any blade. The art of deception isn't about lying. It's about controlling what others see. When you are strong, appear weak. When you are weak, appear strong. This ancient principle turns perception into your greatest weapon. Your enemy makes decisions based on what they think they know about you. Control that knowledge, and you control their every move. The weakest position becomes strength when your opponent underestimates you. Let them see vulnerability where preparation lies hidden. Create false opportunities that seem too good to resist. Watch as they eagerly walk into the trap you've carefully constructed. Information is currency in any conflict. Control the flow, and you become the puppet master, pulling invisible strings. Your reputation precedes every battle. Craft it carefully. Let them fear your strength or dismiss your threat as strategy demands. Misdirection isn't magic, it's psychology. Point their attention where you want it, while your real moves happen in darkness. Never reveal your true capabilities until the moment of decisive action. Mystery breeds miscalculation in your enemy's mind. The narrative they believe becomes their reality. Shape that story, and you shape their decisions before they even make them. Deception without purpose is mere trickery. But deception with strategy, that's how empires fall without a single sword being drawn. Building on our foundation of positioning and strategic thinking, we now see how perception becomes reality in the hands of a master. The fifth and most devastating rule: make your enemy become their own worst adversary. Sun Tzu understood the greatest weakness in human nature: our own ego. Every person carries within them the seeds of their own destruction. Your task is not to plant those seeds, but to water them. When someone is driven by pride, give them a stage to perform on. Feed their ego just enough to make them overreach their capabilities. Let them exhaust their resources, chasing victories that don't exist. While they burn through their credibility, you remain patient and observant. Every desperate move they make weakens their position further. Their allies begin to question their judgment. Their enemies grow bolder as they witness the chaos. Soon, they're fighting battles on every front, battles of their own creation. The ultimate victory: they destroy themselves while you never lifted a finger. This is the supreme art of war: winning without fighting, destroying without attacking. If this opened your eyes, smash that like button and subscribe for more.